All right, we're going to do stirring the pot Qigong, and we're going to talk about Aesop's eagle and the fox, or one of the eagle and the fox fables from Aesop. So start with your right leg forward, left leg back, a kind of modified bow stance. Imagine there's a big cauldron or a bowl in front of you. All you're going to do is dip your hands in the cauldron, and you're going to begin to stir. Just imagine you're stirring the cauldron. And if you can go either way, but if your right leg is forward and you're mirroring me, then as you look down and have your hands going clockwise from your perspective as you look down at them. And you can take a little bit of a wider, lower stance if you like, and just stir like this. A little bit of shifting the hips. You shift forward and you shift back. You shift forward and you shift back. And you can slow it down if you want or speed it up. Just stir what's in the cauldron. All right, so there's an eagle and there's a fox. And this eagle and this fox, they become friends and they kind of form a partnership. And they say, they're going to live near each other and hang out and maybe help each other out. So the eagle makes her nest up in a tree, and the fox, she makes her nest down at the bottom of the tree. And all is going well. And one day the fox is out looking for food. She's hungry. She's got to get food for her I don't know what foxes have, cubs? I don't know, kittens? I don't know what the fox has, but the baby foxes. And while she's gone, the eagle's hungry, and her little fledglings, the eaglets, they're hungry too. And so the eagle swoops down and she grabs the baby foxes in her talons and she flies up and she feasts on them with her little baby eagles. And the little foxes' babies are dead. It's horrible, right? But it's how it goes in an Aesop fable sometimes. And the fox comes back and she knows what's happened and she's distraught and she's enraged and she's also aware that she as a land animal will not be able to get vengeance on this creature of the sky. She's been betrayed. And so you might think that's where it ends, but it doesn't. This one turns out a little while later, there are some humans and they're making a sacrifice of a goat or something. And they're burning it and the smoke is going up to the sky and the eagle smells it. And she's like, oh, that smells good. And so she swoops down and she grabs some of the entrails and they smell so good. And she flies away with the entrails, but the entrails are still burning. And she brings it back to her nest and the nest catches on fire and it just sucks. And so the epimythium is something like, you might get away with doing harm to a creature, or even betraying a friend, but eventually it'll come back to you, perhaps in the form of burning entrails you've stolen from a sacrifice. All right, we're going to switch sides. So now, if you mirror me, the left foot's forward, you're still stirring the cauldron. This time, as you look down at the cauldron, stir counterclockwise. So there's an eagle and there's a fox, and they're friends, and they decide to live near each other, a mutual cooperation, or at least they can get together on weekends and watch the big game or something together. And so the eagle makes her nest up in the tree, and the fox makes her nest or den, whatever a fox has as the home, down at the base of the tree. And it's going well until one day the fox is out looking for food for her baby foxes, and the eagle swoops down in an act of clear betrayal, grabs the baby foxes, comes up with them into the tree, tears them apart, and she feasts on them with her baby eagles. And it's just a horrific scene of betrayal. And the fox comes back and she sees this horrific thing that's happened, and she knows it's her friend, or I guess now her former friend, who's done the deed. And she wails. I don't know what it sounds like when a fox wails, but it's got to not be great. And she curses the eagle. She knows she cannot extract vengeance or wreak vengeance, whatever one does with vengeance. Vengeance is, I guess, the indirect object here. Whatever it is, when she wants to send some vengeance at the eagle. And she knows she can't do it because the eagle is a creature of the sky and she's a creature of the land. And so it might seem like that's that, but a while later, some humans are sacrificing some creature. I think it's a goat, and they're burning it on the altar, and the smell is going up, and the eagle is overwhelmed with desire for this, smoked entrails. And so she grabs some of the entrails, and they're still burning, but she doesn't notice this, and she flies back to her nest with the entrails, and it all goes bad. It catches fire, and things are pretty, we'll say, not pleasant for the eagle and her family at this point. And so let's say the epimethium is, don't have friends. All right, we're gonna lower the chi 3 times. 1, down to the height of the navel, turn the lalagong points of the palms from the navel. 2, and then 3. Cover the navel. That's that. Have a good day.